everyone. Welcome to Startup QuickBooks Setup Online for Beginners. And thank you so much for tuning in today. And first off, I just want to congratulate on your courage and boldness to begin looking at your bookkeeping system, your numbers, your profits, and all of those things, and just watching your money, because it really takes courage to do that. We all want to do that, but it's one thing that we procrastinate on. But once you do it, you're going to get all the great benefits of doing it, feel more secure in your business, have confidence in your business, make better decisions in your business. But anyway, today, as we move on, we're going to be going over, I'm going to start from ground zero on everything. As you just have a business that you're starting up, though some of you may already have an existing business, and you may be using another software, you may use a spreadsheet, but we're going to go through setting up QuickBooks Online. I use QuickBooks Online exclusively because I feel like it is the best system out there of keeping track of our numbers for a small business owner, especially if you're just starting. But we'll go through actually setting it up, and then what package or program that you need to subscribe to that meets your needs. And then we will successfully get into QuickBooks Online, and then take a brief look of the first thing we will do next week, which is setting up your chart of accounts. So in my previous videos, I went over with you our accounts, and I have a freebie there for you showing you how the accounts are arranged and by the account numbers and things like this. So be sure, if you didn't last week, take a look at that video that you do, and so that you get that free cheat sheet that I've given you of your accounting. Here we go. I'm going to share the screen with you, and I'm going to go through it just like I was you as a new startup company. So first thing we're going to go to is QuickBooksOnline.com. And in my descriptions, I will be linking where you can get 20 to 30% off on your first 6 months. And sometimes QuickBooks offers even better offers, like 50% off on your first 3 months. So that gives you a chance to try it out, see how it works for you, and see how it works for your business. So the first thing that we're going to do is actually sign in here. So we're going to go to QuickBooks Online. And I already have an account, so we're going to use a different ID by creating an account here. All right, and now when we get to this page, this is going to show you the different programs that are available. And this program is with Buy Now for 50% off for 3 months. And you would have to put in your credit card information for this. So I just wanted to let you know that ahead of time. You have your Simple Start, which is $15 a month with your discount. You have your Essentials, that is $27.50 a month. Your Plus, $42.50, and your Advanced, $100 a month. Now, I would recommend you at least doing the Essential, or most of my clients, I actually put them on the Plus plan. So either one of those, I think, are good choices. The Advanced is really maybe if you're having $500,000, $1 million in sales, and you need some special reports, that's when you would do that. But as we go over these plans, you have your income expenses, your invoice and payments, tax deductions, which is all your expenses, the categories that we went over last week. Then you have your enhanced reports, and then you can attach your receipts into QuickBooks Online. And then also mileage tracking, your cash flow statement to see every week how much in cash you need in order to have good operations going for your business. Your sales and sales tax, if you have to charge sales tax on items, this is going to tremendously help you with that. Then you have your estimates, your contractors. This is new that they have connecting your sales channels, which is a little bit advanced. So when you're just beginning, I wouldn't be jumping into that yet. So it includes the 3 users, one for yourself and one for your CPA. That way, when we've entered everything into QuickBooks Online, your CPA can look at your profit and loss, he can look at your balance sheet, and they can create your tax return from right there. That you're not having to send a bunch of information or look up a lot of things. Most 80% of it will be right here in QuickBooks, and you may have some personal deductions that your CPA will ask you about. And then bill management, which means entering your bills and then paying your bills directly online through QuickBooks Online. And then if you do want to enter time, that's more of an advanced feature. So I would not be adding that on at this present time. And then if you're in the plus, which is the 4250 here, it gives you about everything the Essential does, except you would get 5 users. It does do inventory. So if you sell products and services, not services, but products, then the inventory would come in handy there. And then it will also show you your profit based on each project you do or the type of product you sell or the service that you do offer to your clients. So that's really helpful there. And the only reason why I recommend Essentials in the Simple Start, it doesn't give you all the good reporting that we have in the Essential. So there's a lot of extra things in the Essential that the Simple Start doesn't give you, especially like your bill management. That's a big, advantage there. And the advanced reporting, yes. So, and this one, say that we did take this 2750. So we would choose our plan. And then they're going to offer you payroll services. But if you're just starting out, you would not need these payroll services here. If you do need payroll, however, I would always recommend just the payroll core for $22.50 per month, $50 per month. That does everything you basically need to do starting out in your business, including the 1099 e-file and pay as well. You've got 401k, you've got a health plan and benefits that you can add in there, and next day deposit into your employee's bank account. So I think that's great. But for today's demonstration, we're going to continue without payroll. And then it's going to show us your plan 50% off for 3 months, $27.50. After 3 months, then it would go up to $55 a month plus any tax. Then you could click check out, and then you would enter your email address. So I'm going to enter mine. And hopefully it will take my phone number here since I have multiple accounts. Then I will enter a password. You would then click on however you want to pay for this. I'm going to click on my PayPal account. And then we're just authorizing Intuit to charge our credit card for the $27.50 plus the tax on it. Subscribe. So here we go. We've all signed up. They've taken our credit card. And then for 3 months, they'll charge us $27.50 plus our sales tax. And you will get that receipt directly into your email. Now, welcome, you're here. And so QuickBooks is just going to ask you a few questions. Just answer which ones that you would like to or that apply to you. Don't feel like you have to answer all of these questions. And then what do you want to call your business? And so here, I'm actually going to I'm going to use this as a demo helping you guys. So I'm just going to put Helen DeVries Coaching. And you can click or not click. This is my legal business name, either one. Okay, have you been managing your finances? And this is asking you how you've been keeping track of your income and expenses, whether it's another software program or it is with QuickBooks Online, or if it is a spreadsheet. So you can say nothing, I'm just starting out, that you were using QuickBooks Desktop, Peachtree, which is another software program, other bookkeeping software, if it's some other, a spreadsheet or other. So here, a lot of people are keeping it on a spreadsheet. So let's choose. Great, we'll walk you through the setting up of your business. So then you click next. Okay, how long have you been in business? And then we're just going to say 1 to 2 years, because you may have been in business, but you really weren't keeping track of your finances, your income and expenses. So, but if you're just starting, just say under a year. Then is it an LLC? And so most of you, it will not be. So you can either click no or I'm not sure. I'm just going to click no. How is your business set up for taxes? Sole proprietor means you're just going to use your social security number, or you watched my video on setting up your business and you have your federal ID number. If you do have a LLC, you would click on the S corporation. LLC is part of an S corporation. And if you just don't know, just click I'm not sure. This isn't going to affect your accounting in any way. And then just put your industry. So I'm going to put accounting. Then click next. It's very straightforward, nothing difficult. What's your main role? I would put I'm the owner, but it could be the owner, the employee, the bookkeeper, or other. I'm going to click owner and click next. And then who works at this business? Who do you have working? Could be I fly solo, employees, contractors, other partners or owners, or I plan to hire in the future. So for right now, I'm going to put I fly solo, but you could choose any of those. Does a bookkeeper help you with your books? Now, if you do have someone that's helping you with your books, then you would click yes. Otherwise, we're going to click no. And then they're just going to do a little bit of their advertising to you. So want to learn more about QuickBooks Live bookkeeping, we'll say no thanks. So I will be teaching you how to get in there and do everything you need to do. And what apps do you use for your business? You can click on these. If you use any of these, I use PayPal. Just started using some MailChimp. And I have Amazon Business. And some of you may have Square and you may have Bill.com. So then we can click next. There's a lot of different apps that do connect and are compatible with QuickBooks Online. So you have a lot of options as you're moving further into QuickBooks Online. So if you wanted to set up payments, send and track invoices, manage and pay your bills, track receipts and expenses, create invoice estimates or quotes, and then some of the basic things I will click here. We can click track sales, manage your sales tax, And then you could click, you're going to track your mileage so you can get a nice write-off for that. And for 2023, IRS has went up to 65 cents per mile. So that can give you a pretty good deduction there. Okay, do we want to get ready to invoice or track receipts and expenses? I'm going to say track receipts and expenses. Categories. Right now, what we're going to do, we're going to just skip this because we'll have a customized set of accounts, of chart of accounts. And I will be showing you in future videos how to connect your bank accounts and credit cards. And then how have you been tracking your receipts as of today? I'm just going to say I save digital. So we'll just click that to go on with this. And then you can also do it through Apple Store and Google Play if you wanted to. So you have a lot of options. I don't always say when you're starting out to take all these options, just try and get into basics. And as you're learning everything, then you can increase the information that you have in QuickBooks. And then we're not going to set up any invoices right now. So let's just skip that for now and see your payments anywhere. You can get the QuickBooks app for your payments. And I would say that QuickBooks does have an app you can see on your phone. I think that app is good just for reviewing your information or reviewing an expense or a deposit, something like that. But as far as doing your bookkeeping, you need to be like on a laptop or a desktop computer. And then they put all your information together, and then we'll just click let's go. Okay, so this is the dashboard, what we call the dashboard. And if you do want a tour, you could take a quick tour, and then it just, shows you different things, how to do a few different things. But I'll be teaching you all of this through my videos. So we're going to say just start. But you always have videos to watch, or that you can go to, if you, do get lost or something, you can always click help here. And then you can just put in whatever you're looking for, or click the search button for whatever you need there out of that one. But anyway, here on the left side, you're going to see get things done, your business overview. And every time, like if my cursor is here, I move to this plus, it expands this right here. So, but this is a menu like that you will see. But anyway, you're going to go to account settings. And here in account settings, you're just going to click this little button here. And then you can add your company image, which you can just hit the plus. And then hit your plus again. And then you can upload any logo that you want. So I'll go to my Starting on Mad Bookkeeping. And then Andrea, she helps me. So I'm going to go over here, and I know my branding is here. So then I could click on my logo that I want there. And then it will load that up for you. And then just click save. And then here we would enter the name of our company. And then you can click to enter your EIN, which is that federal identification number, or your social security number, whichever one you want to use. And then just click save. And now you'll see it right here. So then you're set up as a sole proprietor. But if you do want to change that, you can go there. And then you would put like a LLC, say it's limited liability. And our other accounting services, click save. Then your company email, address. And then your address that the customer sees, same as company address, save. Our legal address, same as company address, save. So that is your accounting. your company settings right there, excuse me. So then you would go to your bills and subscriptions that you can review at any time, and you'll see that we're on the $27.50 per month. You can upgrade your plan, downgrade it, view your payment history, cancel your subscription, or switch to an annual billing. So you have a lot of options here. And if you want to learn more about anything else, then you're able to do that as well. But we're going to keep it very simple because you want a simple plan, putting everything together, then you can add these features on as you're growing in your business. Now, your usage, that is like your users you can have. So I have 1 users of 3 used, the chart of accounts 0 of 250, and tag group 0 of 40. Okay. Then we can go to our sales, and we just click this little button here on the right-hand side, and then preferred invoice. If you're just starting out, you want to do on receipt, delivery method. You can click print later, send later, or none. We'll just leave that for none. And if you did have shipping, then you would click on your shipping. And you're going to have where QuickBooks creates your transaction numbers. You want your service date on. And that's all you need there. We don't want them to automatically do any deposits, but you can always click the question mark there. Add a deposit field to invoices, but that's advanced, so I would not recommend you doing that. So then you can save for that. Now your products and services, we'll click here. Show your product and service column on your sales form. Track quantity and prices, you want that. If you did have a SKU, then you would turn that on. Then we're going to click save here. Late fees, I never really turned that late fees on, but at some point you can always click your little pencil and turn on late fees if that's what you would like. Your progressive invoicing, and when you're starting out, you don't want to do that yet. And then your messages on your sales forms, click your little pencil there, and you can use the greeting dear or to. I always like to. And then I just put the first name, but you can do it however you would like. And then you can use the standard method. New payment request from Helen DeVries is your subject line. And then this, you can edit this however you want to. Like if you wanted to say, welcome to coaching with Helen DeVries. This is your QuickBooks online setup invoice. Or anything that you want in there, for example. And then you could email it to yourself whenever invoice is sent out, or you can copy different people on it or blind copy people. And the estimate, you can do the same thing. You can say, please see estimate. Please see the estimate. Or setting up your QuickBooks Online. Let me know if you have any questions. And I'm just going through it how I would do it. You know, it just depends on your business and your language to customers, what you want to put there. Okay. And if you do want reminders, like when you send someone an invoice and you haven't received the payment yet, click on that. And so reminder 3 days before the date due, 2 days on date, reminder 2 is on the date due, and reminder 3 is 3 days after date due. So click this again and click that on. Once again, to, then I'll just do first. Send a reminder to let you know that the invoice has not been paid. Let us know and just save. And then this is where your statements show aging table at the bottom. We could click on that. Any of these you can describe it however you want to, or whatever your pattern will be with it. Here I'm going to list each transaction, including all detail lines, because when I send them a statement, I want them to see exactly what is left on their statement and what needs to be paid. Then you click save. Give me a little error probably. So I'm just going to say okay. Now bills and expenses are on. Default, due upon receipt, and then just save. And this version, essential, it doesn't include purchase orders. So if you needed purchase orders, you would need to sign up with the package that has the purchase orders. This package is QuickBooks Online Plus. And then payments here, you can click on the Learn More. And what this allows is you to receive payments from a customer via ACH, which is their bank account or a credit card. So here you would need to go through your business info, putting in your federal tax ID, putting in all your personal information, including your Social Security, and then your banking deposit detail. So this involves Social Security here. So you would put in all of that information here, okay? And then your personal info, then you would put in all of that information, but they're gonna need to be able to give out your Social Security number. And then your payment deposit, and then this will go through your checking account and then connecting to your bank account, okay? I'm gonna close out of that. If you needed help, you could call them to help you with that. But we're not going to go through that today. I'll go through that in another video. That's kind of a detailed process. We'll have to go through that. And always keep in mind that I also give coaching services. So if you just needed to book a call to help you get through this step, I can help you with that. And beginning off, we don't really need to keep track of time. And then in the advanced setup, here we're going to accounting. We'll click on there. And the first month of the year, January, this is how most companies would work. Month of income tax year, same as the year that you're in, the fiscal year. And then this would be cash basis, meaning you're only going to pay taxes, and your profit and loss is only going to be based on money you received in and money you paid out, not future money that you have to pay out or future money that you have invoiced that you will get paid at a later date. So, and then we'll just click save. And then this is a real important one here, enable account numbers. We want to say yes, that we do. And then we want to click show account numbers. And these will be some of your accounts here. And then you're going to click save. And here, pre-fill forms, previously entered content. This can be a yes or a no for you. Sometimes it helps to have the pre-filled content, but then again, sometimes you copied what you already had and you can cause errors this way. So for that reason, I would just say no for this. And we don't want QuickBooks to automatically apply credits or automatically invoice unbilled activity. which is like you're invoicing a client and you're going to make it billable. You're going to bill that expense to them. But we can go through that in a later date. That's another video there. And automatically apply bill payments. No, we don't want to do that either. We want to do that ourselves. And then for your currency, QuickBooks offers United States dollar, but if you do a lot of business, say in Mexico, then you can turn this on and then enter that as well. But once you turn the multi-currency on, it will automatically be on. You cannot cut that off. Okay. This is something new. They have Business Network, allow members to find me. That's good. And then other preferences here. This is your date. If you want to change it the different ways, then you can change that. The number format, if you want it a different way. Customer label, do you want to say customers? Or you could say clients, donors, guests, members, patients, tenants. I'm going to say clients. Warn me if a duplicate check number is used. That's very important. That way you're not paying a vendor twice with that same check number. And also warn me when a bill number that's been duplicated, and this will avoid you paying a vendor twice as well. And then a duplicate journal entry. And then sign me out. I always make that as long as possible because I don't want to keep getting signed out. So after an hour. So, but if you're planning on, say, 2 hours every week working on your bookkeeping, you could set it to 2 hours. And then that way it could be an alarm for you. Okay. That's seeing like all of my screen on here. So trying to manipulate that a little bit. Get back. Closing myself totally out. Sometimes I'll be asking you a bunch of questions, so just leave that. And here we're going to go to see, or can hit the settings button. This little icon here is your settings button. So you're going to go to your chart of accounts. This is the account settings that we were just on. And then this is managing our users, how many users we have in our account. And then we have our chart of accounts. And then we have a QuickBooks lab. The QuickBooks lab is kind of cool. I like that. And this is like different themes. So sometimes I turn these on just to see how that would be. So let us go back again. Now we're going to go to and you see the themes right here. So now we're going to go to our chart of accounts and we'll see what QuickBooks has put in for our chart of accounts, but I will have some customized chart of accounts for you that we will just upload into QuickBooks that is designed more just for a startup company. But the chart of accounts we will actually be going over next week. But the first one here, what you want to do, the ones that they give us like cash, we can click edit here. And this category name can be, for an example, this one would be petty cash. This is just your cash on hand. And you can just save that. Let's see if we have, here our account number here is. So our petty cash, we can name it 1,000. I'm going to lower the number 10 and just click save. And as you can see now, we see account number. So if you're looking up an account, you can start memorizing and going by your account number. And so that's very helpful in doing it. We will keep accounts receivable. We can also click this pencil here, and then we can just put in our account numbers. We do 1200. Inventory, we could do 1300. And then you can just go to the bottom, whatever numbers that you put in there, and click save. But I want to do away with some of these accounts before we do that. Inventory asset, we don't really need that, so let's make that inactive. Anytime you inactivate account, though, you can bring it back. Okay. Loans to others. We're going to edit this, and then let's just say loans. Account number, let's use 2500. You can also search here too. I want to see if they gave us undeposited funds, which they didn't. Okay, so payments to deposit, we're going to edit and put undeposited funds. We'll be going over each one of these later. We'll make this 1210. Then our prepaid expenses, you most likely won't use that in just starting out. And some accounts QuickBooks allows us to have, so I try and delete those, and this is one of them. So here we can go edit, and let's just put other assets. Then here I put QBO required. So I know it's not something that I'm really going to be using, so. And then the account number for that, just put 1212. All of our assets are in 1,000 or 1,200 numbers, 1,300 numbers, or liabilities like loans, they start in the 2,000. Okay. And buildings, you really won't need that to start out with. And land, you wouldn't need that to start out with either, because most of you probably are just going to start working from home, you know, as to build your business. We're gonna inactivate that. We can leave in the tools, machinery, and equipment, or vehicles, or accounts payable. That is always, can go back up here to our pencil. Accounts payable will always be account 2000. So then we're just going to scroll down to the bottom, then click save. Customer prepayments, that's not anything that we would use. So I'm going to go through here and actually take out the ones we wouldn't use so that you will know that they aren't necessary ones that's required to run QuickBooks Online. We'll actually take out this one as well. And then as you need each one of these, then you can add into QuickBooks, where you're building your own system, your own unique company's chart of accounts, that things you purchase and that you sell. Sales tax to pay, we'll need to keep that in there. We don't need short-term business loans. or long-term business loans. Mortgages. Federal estimated taxes. Then open equity balance. This account number is always going to be 3,000, and you always want to keep a zero balance in there. So keep that in mind in case QuickBooks adds something into that account. Be watching out for that. We're going to take out the owner's draws for now because our new chart of accounts will already have that in it. So, and our owner investments. Personal expenses, we don't need in here because we only want to put business information into QuickBooks. Retained earnings will stay in there. State estimated taxes, we don't need. Billable expense income, QuickBooks requires that one. So here we're going to just edit and then put BO required. Just save that. Refunds to customers. Let's see if they will let us take that one out. Yes. Sales, make that inactive. I think it'll make us save this one. That will let us take it out. Very good. Our services. And the reason why I'm taking these out, because with the chart of accounts, the customized chart of accounts that I will show you how to upload into QuickBooks, will replace these accounts. And if we put the new chart of accounts, just upload it to what we already have, it will duplicate into QuickBooks. So we don't want that. Okay, the services one, they won't let us delete. And it's not really deleting, it just makes them inactive. Cost of goods, you won't need that like right now. And then I'm just wanting to show you how small you can get your chart of accounts is what I'm looking to show you here. So we're going to make that inactive. I will start and bring back to you when I've got all these deleted here. And what we can do also to get a shortcut here is we can just delete all of these into a batch. That way we don't have to do each one individually. So we're going to upload our own expense accounts. You can organize them much better when you create your own accounts. And your accounts will match the money you have coming in and your sales and things that you're paying out. And keep in mind, the chart of accounts that I'm showing you here are going to be for a startup company. If you do have an existing business, then you may have additional accounts here. So we just click batch actions, make an active. Okay, so now it has only made, now we only have 14 accounts in here that we can very easily work with. So I want to make sure here that we can inactivate any more accounts. Retained earnings, we can. Billable income, don't think they will let us, but they did. Okay. Services, we can't. In here, what we can do here is put sales income. Sorry about that. And we always make this, we'll do this 4,001. Uncategorized income. Let me see if they'll let us delete it. No. So we're going to edit this. I never like anything that says uncategorized. It doesn't give us an indication what that's for. So we'll put other income. Then once again, we'll do QBO required. And then just save. We'll assign an account number at a later time. And uncategorized expenses. Excuse me, they won't let us do that either. So we're going to edit and put other expenses. And then put your QBO required, so you know that. So now you just have a very short chart of accounts here. You can do our return earnings. Let's do that. The account number at 3,500. And what this is year to year. Profits or losses. Other income, let's just name this like account number way down like 4,800 because we don't really need to see that. Other expenses. Expenses are always going to be like 6,000 or 7,000 account numbers. So we'll put 7,002. There's no specific number there. It's just a number that's going to come way down on the scale. So you're not looking at it all the time. But now here, so now you only have 12 accounts that you're working on. So this is all for today. And then next week, I will have like 3 different types of chart of accounts for you that we can upload into QuickBooks Online. And then we will go over enabling those account numbers and creating account numbers for each one of the accounts that we're going to be using. Our expenses, our income, our draws from the company, contributions to the company, any liabilities that we have, and then all of our income as well. So that'll be all for today. And I do hope that you enjoyed the video, and I hope it was understandable for you. If you have any questions, though, please leave your questions in the comment, and I'll be glad to help you with that and answer any questions you may have. And so I hope you have a terrific week, and I look forward to talking to you next week. Bye-bye.